Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back and welcome to Sunday, November 17th, day 42 of climbing the mountain. Do the check in. So, woke up, weighed at 345.8 pounds. I'll come back to that. Uh, Blood pressure measured at 147 over 91, so that's not bad. It's right where we have been. Moved to sleep. I slept for 4.5 hours. Just once I got done making the video last night, went to sleep, but wound up being a little bit later. Um, Move over to food. So for breakfast, I had a sausage McMuffin and a hash brown from McDonald's. For lunch, we went to Subway at a 6-inch ultimate meatball marinara sub. It's their new garlic bread type sub. Um, it's okay, but garlic makes me sick, it turns out, so maybe it wasn't the best idea. For dinner, just to fill out the calories, I ate 18 pizza rolls. Then throughout the day, I had two of those little handy snack things while I was at work. Um, then I also had an entire bag of popcorn, which I'll uh, comment on shortly. Uh, so moving over to the MyFitnessPal chart, ended up blowing up the calories because of the bag of popcorn, and then the sodium's real high. Uh, Nothing new there. Could have done better, but come back to it. So moving over into the talking points, pretty frustrated today. Uh, Probably it's top few worst days. Just waking up and then being like 2.5 pounds heavier, and I don't have like a good reason why. Um, that made me kind of cross to begin with. I mean, it's obviously it's a mixture of things here. We didn't eat the best yesterday. We got 4.5 hours of sleep. Um, I did drink about twice as much water as I have been on a day-to-day basis, so that's probably a contributing factor. Um, Lots of little things probably poured into it, but I was kind of bent out of shape about it nonetheless, just because it to not have a reason why it happened, or what I can do better just off the top of my head. To lose a few days progress is kind of tough, certainly, but to make matters worse, I was under the impression that it was like water weight. Um, Maybe my system was backed up, something like that. So came home, came home from work, and so you know tonight used the bathroom, got that all out of the way, and I go and weigh myself, and I'm actually much heavier than I was this morning. So that got me more bent out of shape. Um, Started to think about how I'm gonna have to come make a video about how I'm heavier, and I don't have a valid explanation as to why. Uh, Definitely don't want to do that. Um, Today's my Sundays when I do all my physique and stuff, so I'm sitting, many pounds heavier, and my expectation for my physique is all out of whack, given that I know that I'm heavier than I could have been, I guess. And then also tomorrow we're doing our wellness screening at work, so I had all I had to do really was maybe drop a pound or two just to make sure that I would have lost 5% of my body weight from last year, which I started at three. I got weighed at 363 last year. So if I had gotten down to 342 somewhere in there, I would have hit the 5% and gotten the $200 bonus for my healthcare spending. Um, that's definitely out of the question unless I cut one of my limbs off. So go ahead and say we lost that. Uh, all those things um, got me pretty irritated, and I just went and smashed an entire bag of popcorn as like a comfort food. And now I'm irritated that I did that. That was not a smart decision, but um, I don't. It was a bad spiral of things where I was looking for something to make sense and it didn't. So it kept getting worse. ultimately, though, whatever our weight is currently, we'll fight it back down just one day at a time. We got double motivation to get a hold of a nutritionist so I can try to figure out a game plan and what I can do better going forward so I don't run into these situations potentially. Uh, I don't know. Just a bad day and then bad events on top of it. Just frustrating as can be. But I guess it's going to be part of the process and come to terms with that. Uh, so for uh, the week ending, we got the modifications going on. So as far as exercise is concerned, I've got my new grip maxes. I'm gonna do the conversions on what that'll make me have to hold for 2 minutes. I'll give that out tomorrow, and then also when I do the elevated split squats this coming week, we're gonna introduce the elevation. So my front foot will be standing on a weight, so I'll be a little bit higher up and get more of a stretch out of that. And I think that's it as far as the exercise. Oh, no, I'm lying. So I talked to Brian. Uh, One thing that was kind of tearing me up through this whole process is I wanted to walk my dog more, and we did that for a long time. But eventually, with the increase in time that I was walking, eventually it got to a point where she couldn't keep up with it. She tore her ACL a couple of years ago, and her leg's never been the same. So I wanted to try to help her, get into some semblance of shape, but we outpaced her, and I started to kind of regret the fact that I wasn't helping her as much as I could be. So I asked Brian if he thought it would be okay if I did a 10-minute walk with her as often as I could. And we decided, more work's never a bad thing. So I'm going to be doing the 10-minute walks with her. I'll acknowledge it in the videos when I do it, but I'm not going to worry about filming it because of, it's going to be dark out most days when I do it. So we'll just do it and talk about it and not worry about filming it. It's just going to be a casual walk so I can get her some exercise. That'll mean a lot to me, so I look forward to that. Um, then that will be it for the exercise as far as I can think. Then for diet, the move is just going to be to make Wednesday a complete day. So we'll have Thursday and Wednesday knocked out, and then the following week we'll start working on Tuesday as well. But Wednesday and Thursday will be short up, and then it'll be the diet change this week, unless I'm able to see a nutritionist sooner than that. And when I do get that done, I'll give updates on what is likely to change. I think that's it for me. I'm just gonna call it a video and get myself to bed and try again tomorrow. See where we come out. If it's worse, that's okay. It's gonna probably irritate me pretty badly, but um, we're gonna have to take that and start working on it. So ultimately, we just keep going, keep doing what we're doing, and it'll work out. We just hit a bad spot, and we're not entirely sure what's happening, but I think that I'm just retaining a ton of water, and that would explain the massive weight gains, but I don't know, just that's just my guess. Um, but thank everybody for watching. Uh, I don't know why I'm starting there. Thank you for watching. We'll keep climbing the mountain, even though we want to jump off of it. And I'll see you tomorrow.